A summary of supplying therapeutic goods in Australia. We have put together this information to help small businesses and individuals thinking about supplying therapeutic goods in Australia. While the regulatory system may be complex, it is designed to ensure that only safe and good quality therapeutic goods are supplied for use in Australia. Watch this summary and read the overview of supplying therapeutic goods in Australia found on the TGA website. Here are the 6 steps involved. 1. Check if your product is a therapeutic good. 2. Decide whether you want to have it approved in your name to supply it in Australia. 3. Find out what type of therapeutic good the product is and review the relevant guidelines. 4. Understand the legal requirements for your product to be approved. 5. Understand the legal responsibilities of being a sponsor. And 6. Check what it will cost you. You can also seek further advice if you need it. Supplying means making the product available for people to buy in Australia. For example, this may include importing a product from overseas and selling it through your business. Individuals and companies can apply to the TGA to be the sponsor that imports and supplies a therapeutic good in Australia. Step 1. Check that the product you want to sell is actually a therapeutic good. Therapeutic goods sold in Australia must be authorised by the TGA, and most are entered in the Australian Register of Therapeutic Goods, or ARTG. Therapeutic goods are products such as medicines and medical devices. This includes prescription, over-the-counter and complementary medicines, and devices from lower risk items like adhesive bandages through to higher risk devices like pacemakers. Meet Trent. Trent works in the health and fitness industry, and he recently travelled to China. He found a multivitamin mineral product that he'd like to import and sell to his clients as a sideline to his business. Trent visits the TGA's website and finds that his multivitamin mineral product is a therapeutic good, not a food. If Trent's product were a food, he could visit the Food Standards Australia New Zealand website to find out more. Step 2. Find out whether you want to have the product approved in your name to supply in Australia. Search the ARTG on the TGA website for the product. If it is there, we have already authorised it for supply, and you may wish to contact the sponsor listed in the ARTG entry to find out if you can become a retail seller. If it is not there, or you wish to import it directly from the overseas manufacturer yourself, then you will need to get TGA approval. The overview contains a link to the ARTG. Trent searches the ARTG and finds his product is not there. This means that, if he wants to import and supply the product, he will need to become that product sponsor in Australia by having it approved by the TGA. Step 3. Find out what type of therapeutic good the product is. The TGA assesses medicines and medical devices supplied in Australia according to what type of product they are and their associated level of risk. The processes applied in that assessment are also determined by the type of product and level of risk. Consult the guidelines and other documents that relate to your product. Trent's research shows that the multivitamin mineral fits into the category of complementary medicines, which are generally regarded as low risk. Trent reviews the Australian Regulatory Guidelines for Complementary Medicines, or ARGCM, to find out about the TGA approval processes that will apply in relation to his product. Check the overview for links to the regulatory guidelines that apply to other types of products. Step 4. Make sure your product meets the necessary legal requirements for it to be approved. There are legal requirements that apply to all therapeutic goods, such as manufacturing requirements and product and labelling standards, and there must be evidence to support the therapeutic claims made about them. There are also requirements specific to the type of product. Review the relevant regulatory guidelines to make sure that your product is able to meet all necessary legal requirements. Because his product is a complementary medicine, Before Trent applies to the TGA, he needs to be able to certify that only low-level claims are made about the health benefits of the product, he has evidence that supports those claims, the product has been manufactured in a facility that satisfies TGA regulatory requirements, and the product only contains low-risk ingredients approved by the TGA. Step 5. Get up to speed with the legal responsibilities of becoming a sponsor. As well as the legal requirements that must be met before a product is approved, sponsors have ongoing legal responsibilities once their product is in the ARTG. They must hold information about ingredients, manufacturing and other health benefits of the product, provide information to the TGA about the product on request, comply with advertising requirements, and notify the TGA of any adverse events or problems with the product. Depending on the product, further restrictions may apply, such as who it can be supplied to. Trent reviews the ARGCM, the overview, and relevant parts of the Therapeutic Goods Act 1989, the Therapeutic Goods Regulations 1990, and the Therapeutic Goods Advertising Code, so that he can find out the legal responsibilities involved in importing and supplying the product. Step 6. Check what it will cost you. Apart from the setup expenses associated with ensuring your product can meet the legal requirements to be approved, there are upfront and ongoing costs associated with becoming a sponsor. We list an up-to-date summary of fees and charges on our website, and they are reviewed annually. Trent's investigations show his manufacturer in China is already TGA approved, but he will need to pay an application fee of $740 and an annual charge of $940 to supply the product. Please note, fees are current for the 2013 to 2014 financial year, and they are reviewed annually. Need further advice? Contact the TGA for more information, or contact a regulatory affairs consultant for business advice. Trent finds his industry organisation listed on the TGA website and contacts them for independent advice about engaging a regulatory affairs consultant. Trent has 1. Confirmed his product is a therapeutic good. 2. Decided he wants to become a sponsor and import the product into Australia himself. 3. Found out what type of therapeutic good the product is and reviewed the relevant guidelines. 4. Made sure his product will meet the legal requirements. 5. Familiarised himself with the legal responsibilities of becoming a sponsor. And 6. Checked what it will cost him. He also sought further advice as needed. Trent is now ready to start the process of becoming the sponsor of the product. For more information, visit tga.gov.au and download a copy of the TGA's Overview of Supplying Therapeutic Goods in Australia. You can also find useful links to other relevant organisations on our website.